Hi friends, welcome back. And today we are going to discussing about how to create element and elements in our Playwright Java. Okay, element is nothing but like we are going to create in the Selenium. We can create that Selenium web driver web element. Correct? In that web element, we are creating and we are getting the data. Right? If you want multiple web element list format, we can create and then we can accessing those values. Right? Now, the similar format, how we can able to create our elements, element in our playwright with the Java. Okay, we can take for any kind of browsers. Now you can see this is mine. Okay, now you can see any one of them, and there you can able to verify it. Okay, now here see web table is there. I want to verify the web table. I want to h over in this particular table, web table, and then I need to click, or I can able to just H over on that. You can see switch to also it is there. If you H over, automatically it will display. Okay. Now how I need to do for H over and I need to do for that particular one. If you want to click, you can able to click it. Okay. How we can able to do it. Now we'll open new file. TC03 underscore. I'm going to providing for elements. Okay, and also public I'm going to create. In the browser context, which is the code it is presented, I'm going to copy up to here. Okay, copying this one and I'm pasting here. Now minimizing this. And here we copy pasted and we need to paste this URL. Okay, now we are able to navigate into this particular URL, right? Now in this particular location, I want to H over. Okay, H over in these particular locations. How we can able to do? Okay, if you see here, inspect this element, switch to. Okay, switch to is a text, it is there. Okay, I can able to copy this switch to. Okay, and then we are going to create the locators. Okay, first we need to create the locator web element. How we are going to create the similar format, we can create a locator called locator. Okay, we inspect the playwright, Microsoft Playwright. Okay, and I'm going to switch to. Okay, and then I'm going to use for page dot locator. Page dot locator. In this locator, I'm going to verify like providing the locator. Okay, the locator I'm going to provide the text equal to minus switch to is the text. Okay, for this text I'm going to use for switch to dot h over. Okay, h over is the functionality to h over that particular location. Okay, now whether it will be, I'm not closing that because we need to see whether we are able to h overing that particular element or not. Okay, for running purpose I'm going to use for run as Java application. Now we can see h overing that particular location. If my path is working as expected, then definitely it will work h over functionality. See, h over is there. and we are able to see that functionality, right? Now hover is working as expected. How it works? You are not created any path and all the things. You just create for text equal to switch to. This is a default kind of path creation. How it will create the text, which is the text is visible here, that particular text. Maybe you can see some of the application visible in this particular text and here the text both are not same. Okay, which is coming here that is maybe it is a capitals and here is my small letters. Okay, and that moment it will not work in this particular path. Okay, but you have to use this is the path. You have to copy this path. Then only it will work. Otherwise, it will not work as expected. Sometimes it will work, sometimes may not be work. Okay, because we are using for text. Text method which I expect for same as we provided. Okay, if you want to provide the Windows location, you can see Windows also same it is there. Okay, you can create for another path for that locator Windows page dot locator text equal to Windows and closing here and semicolon. Windows dot ho. Okay, now again I'm running. I think this time it is not done for hover in that particular text. See, now it is not done. Okay, now you can see there are two locators are presented. Windows having for two locators. See here, one is you can Windows is the option which is presented inside the one option location and another one is it is presented for a anchor tag. Means option location it is presented. Options means in the drop down we can able to say. In the drop downs, some drop down it is provided in that particular Windows. See here the Windows it is presented. Okay. The language drop down it is presented and also in the top of H over N location here also presented. Because of that it is not able to highlight it. In this situation how you can able to find it. For more than one item it is presented we cannot able to hit it, right? Then how we can able to use? There are multiple ways we can able to use this kind of error when it is coming this kind of errors. Okay, when it is coming for this kind of more than two or something it will come resolving two elements or three elements or five elements. Okay, in this situation we can able to use there is they are provided for the locator. This is the locator. Default they will give for option also. Okay, they will provide for some option also. In this situation you can able to use a get by role. This is the link and new get page. Okay, and the get by role option and set by name you can use for Windows. This is also work and here option value is there, right? This is the locator. You can able to use any one of them and you can use. Okay, but which one it is exactly you want to use, that you have to know. Then how I can able to use? There is a method called first and last is there. Okay, now it is two is there, first and last we can use. Maybe you'll get one more question. What about if I have five? I want to click third element. Then how we can able to use? There is a called method called nth element. Nth element is in when you are using for CSS selector. That moment you can see for nth element selection. Okay, in that nth element selection, we can able to provide the which number position it is taking. Okay, based upon that, it will work. Okay, now you can see here, mine is first option. Because of that, I'm going to use for here h over dot first. Okay, now again I'm running. Now again I'm running. See, now it is able to h over in that windows in the first option. Okay, like this we can able to do for that. Okay, first option and last option, and you can use for nth element that I will show you in the later also. Now up to here is okay. Okay, now third case, like I want to count how many elements is there in our drop down or selected location. I have to see and how we can able to print it. Okay, that option we can see now. Okay, now in this location, if I click in this one, and it will provide some of the things. Okay, now we can see here also. Okay, now skills it is there, right? If I inspect this one, and it is having for ID. Okay, I'm taking the ID. CSS selector I'm passing. Okay, hash CSS selector, and I'm going to, like, if you are use the same ID only, then it will not give you for how many it is there. Then how we can able to use? We can able to use for space option, space option. Now you can see 78 options it is there. I'm copying this one and I'm showing here. See, now here this is the path I'm going to use, and here first I'll count how many it is there. I'll print it, then I'm going to do for some for loop, and I'll print for all the values. Okay, now here first locator drop down is equal to a page dot allocator, and I'm going to pass my path. Okay, now this is my path. I want to print for my output. How many it is there? Okay, drop down dot count. This will give for how many drop down values is there or not. Okay, okay. Once it is done, we can able to rotate the for loop as well. Now in the for loop int I equal to 0, I is greater than or drop down dot count. Okay, I plus plus. Okay, now in this location I'm going to do for one more thing, like I need to read all the values, and that values I need to store, right? Now string text equal to drop down dot nth position. Now I'm going to use for nth position. Okay, index is I. From that I'm going to get for text context. Okay, this is the method we are going to get the text form. Okay, once we get the text from that particular specific value, then we need to print our value. Okay, and I'm going to print that value. Okay, now I'm running this one. All 78 values it will print, including this count of value. Okay, all the values we are going to count. See here, all the values it is provided. Okay, this way we can able to read from that all the values. Okay. Even we can able to other than this for loop, we can able to use for each loop, and then we can able to get the values. And even we have Selenium, they released for some Lambda options, right? Similar format, we can able to use some Lambda expression option, and that option also we can able to include, and we can do that for loop. Okay. Try and your end by using for each loop. Okay. For loop. Okay. And also you can use for Lambda expression in practicing wise. Okay. If you are not able to get that solution, comment on this video. I can able to help you how to do these two options. Okay. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.